The year is 1985. The first video game has been created. It is Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo. This game has three basics. You run, you jump, and sometimes you shoot. As you can imagine, this game was dog shit, but we didn't know any better. Other games appeared to try and steal money from Nintendo, using the basics of Mario but with a twist. Like, for example, Mega Man, you jump, you shoot, and sometimes you slide. Castlevania, you jump, you whip, and sometimes you shoot. Ninja Gaiden, you run, you slash, and you die. No. Every single game on the Nintendo were dog shit, and none of them deserve to be mentioned. Except for Battletoads, that is the only good one. Years pass and Nintendo releases their new console, the Super Nintendo. Super graphics, super gameplay, super dog shit. All of the games on the Super Nintendo are terrible. Not even Battletoads was good. They became battle maniacs. What does that even mean? They die if they don't fight? Years pass and a new console comes out, the PlayStation. And guess what? Yeah, it's dog shit. What did you expect? The only exception here is Nightmare Creatures 2, which is the most badass game of all time. For now. PlayStation 2 came out, and no one cared. At the moment of release, this was considered the worst console of all time. Gaming was considered dead, and all hope was lost. Until Capcom arrived. Capcom was in the business ever since Mega Man, and they were infamous because of their many lies, like a Street Fighter. That's an airport. And extremely short games like Monster Hunter. There's the monster. Hunted. Done. Capcom realized that if they wanted to save gaming, they would have to do something new, something fresh, something never seen before. So they made... And oh man, this game was dog shit, terrible, garbage. Why? Just why? Thankfully, Capcom thought, what if we make a good game? And 2 years later, it finally arrived. The game that changed everything. The game that saved gaming. The pinnacle of electronics entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Devil May Cry 2. Forget about me. Save gaming.
Don't worry. I've got you.
As soon as this game was released, the entire universe changed for the better. Global happiness was on a level never seen before. World peace was achieved. Global hunger is no more. The economy was saved. People got jobs everywhere so they could buy the MC2. Younger generations studied hard so they could get jobs and buy the MC2. Even terminal people on the hospital got better because they wanted to play the MC2. This game saved people. But that is not even the point of this video. The whole point is how it saved gaming. And I will tell you how. This game was so good that people look back at the games of the past and said, this is a video game. Like the MC2. So it's gotta be good. Clearly, not a single one of them was at the level of DMC2, but still, people gave them a chance now. And the games of the future, they are also saved now because they are not copying the dogshit Mario game. They are copying DMC2, a good game. Uh-oh, world premiere! I just got an exclusive interview with the #1 Devil May Cry 2 fan. You know the guy? Vinesauce, a streamer and red boxer. Let's hear him. Hello, Vinny. It is so good to meet you.
How did you get in here? Get out of my house.
Thank you, Vinny. Back to the video. Nintendo shit their pants because everyone was refunding their stupid GameCube so they could buy a PlayStation with DMC2. They were losing money. They had to do an emergency meeting to make a game to fight DMC2. And the game they come out with? Pikmin. And hey, this game sold like garbage. But Miyamoto, boss of Nintendo, who was in this business ever since the beginning, realized very quickly, Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2, Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2. And so they made Pikmin 2. It sold even worse. Nintendo gave up. And no one cared. It was a complete Devil May Cry 2 domination. But alas, all the good things in life must end, and Devil May Cry got a sequel called Devil May Cry 3, which it was alright. Most positive thing about DMC3 is that it makes you want to play DMC2 as soon as you start it. Damn, I'd rather be playing DMC2. At this point, Devil May Cry 2 was a memory remembered fondly by everyone. A memory that changed everyone for the better. Many years later, Capcom released a collection with the first 3 Devil May Cry games. Don't be confused, this is Devil May Cry 2 with 2 extra games. And this collection makes you think, because there is no need for DMC2 to be in a collection with their 2 inferior brothers. The last lesson that DMC2 teaches us was to be humble, because even though DMC2 was clearly superior than DMC1 and DMC3, it led them to be in the collection. Why? Because there is no DMC2 without DMC1, and there wouldn't be a DMC3 without DMC2. DMC2 treated them with respect and kindness because they're siblings, because they are family, because they are friends, and being mean to one another does nothing for anyone. If a video game could do something like this, what could a human do? Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.
Don't worry. I've got you.
DMC2 best.